So welcome to the first show of Ride Around Arcadia and Let's Talk Business. I am so excited to have Tucker Blalock here as my first guest. He is the co-founder of the Brokery. In fact, I actually hang my license at the Brokery, so that kind of makes you my boss. Anyway, before we get going, there's just a couple of things I want to say. Tucker, if you fall off, I'm not coming back for you, okay? Second, if you pull a wheelie, that's just stupid. And really what's important is that we have a good time and talk business.
Oh, wait.
So let's get going. As an AZ native, what drew you to live, grow, and build your business right here in Arcadia?
For me, it was just very natural. I was born and raised in the Arcadia neighborhood, went to Arcadia High School. I rode bikes just like we are now in the front yards. I partied in the backyards and, I attended the school. So for me, it was just really natural.
Right. So it was a really perfect place for you to actually start a business.
Yes.
Okay. So in what ways has being based in Arcadia shaped your business and your leadership style?
Yeah. I mean, I can speak, intimately about the community because I grew up here. I know a lot about the local scene and the schools, the restaurants, and everything that Arcadia has to offer. So again, it just comes back to having a lot of knowledge and providing value to the neighborhood and giving back.
Right. That makes a lot of sense. So moving on a little bit then, based on that theme, what's a lesson learned running a business here that you didn't expect?
Yeah, I mean, I think it was a good one. I didn't realize how many people would be drawn to our company and want to also participate in the local movement. We watched the Grande Orange and Postino and North and all these other businesses, Chelsea's Kitchen, do so well right here on 40th Street. And it was just really impressive to me that there's a lot of our neighbors who are also agents who wanted to become a part of the mission. So That was one of the cool things that I saw.
Yeah, and actually that's the reason why I joined the Brokery, just because of that. I just happen to live
right here,
actually 2 minutes away, so I can walk here. But interestingly enough, I grew up in a village that was very similar to Arcadia. There was a lot of people that used to say to me that, you know what, the property prices, they've reached a level. They're never going to go up anymore. Well, actually, they've continued to go up and up. And that's very similar of what we've seen here over the years. I'm sure you agree with that.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So because of that, what makes Arcadia so special? So desirable for those life in business?
I mean, there's a whole host of reasons, but I mean, some of which are what we've already talked about. It's the local scene. It's the character that's woven into the back end of the neighborhood with the local businesses such as LGO or even the Brokery. People want to be a part of that. Not only that, but it's much more lush. When you get up to North Scottsdale, it's more deserty. Some people don't like that vibe. They want to be down here, the proximity to the airport and downtown, Scottsdale Fashion Square and Biltmore. I mean, we're right in the heart of it all. So
yeah,
what's there not to like?
Absolutely. And I actually used to live up in North Scottsdale when we first landed here
Yeah.
in the UK with 2 cases.
I thought you came on a boat.
Yeah, well, it was pretty close to that. 2 cases, 2 children, and my wife. And she wasn't too happy about coming. But in any event, we didn't want to be in Scottsdale.
Yeah.
We wanted to move down here where there was lush grass, in the way of front yards, etc.
Yeah, I feel like a lot of people, like Scottsdale is the buzzword when you live elsewhere. They all know about Scottsdale, Arizona. But when you come here and you have a family and you get to know the neighborhood, Arcadia becomes the easy choice.
Yeah, for sure. So last question. If I gave you the keys to any property in Arcadia, what would you choose and why?
Sure. So I have 2 kids that are 10 and 7. If it was up to them, they'd want to have the keys to the castle up here on the hill. If it's me, I just love where I live. I want to be right off of Kaya Ventura on 46th Street. That's where I have my house. I like it because it's manageable lots. You're still in Arcadia proper. Not too oversized, but just right.
Yeah, no, I definitely understand that. So for me, I'd actually pick something that is floating. A bit like the Beadle house that sadly they're going to take down. But something like a Mies van der Rohe would suit me. But obviously, I would definitely need no budget for that.
For sure.
So lastly, quick fire.
Go for it.
Okay, so coffee or cocktail?
Coffee.
LGO or Postino?
LGO.
Very certain.
Yes, very certain.
There's no what.
I'm a breakfast guy. LGO's my spot.
Okay. And what's your favorite street in Arcadia?
Favorite street, Exeter and 66, somewhere in that realm.
Yeah, nice. And in one word, how would you describe Arcadia?
Local.
Yeah, brilliant. So that's it. That's the first episode in the can, Tucker. So excited.
Thanks for having me on the ride.
Yeah, it was amazing. So if you're watching, please hit and subscribe. And we have new guests each week. And next time, we'll see you then as we ride around Arcadia talking business.